All right, so Kim and Cindy are starting a business tutoring students in math. They rent an office for $400 per month and charge $40 per hour per student. If they have 15 students each for 1 hour per week, how much profit do they make together in a month? So there's a lot of things going on here. You can see how many pers are in this problem. And if you're a student just starting out in linear equations, you might say to yourself, okay, I know that per means the rate of change. So I know the m. The m is 400, or it is 40, or it's 1. So in this case, it's a little bit difficult because you can't just rely on one word to tell you what the slope is. You have to use the whole problem. So let's talk about that. They rent an office for $400 a month. So think about that. If you're starting a business, you want to know what you're going to owe for that business to start off. So when you're running the business and you have the formula y equals mx plus b. Yeah, that's true. Every month you would owe $400. So if you wanted to find per year, okay, you would have to take 400 times 12, and that's how much you would owe in a year. But let's be clear, they're asking you for 1 month. So you don't have to find for a year. You just find 1 month. So in reality, you have found B, $400 a month for their upfront rent. All right, so that's minus 400. And I know that this says plus B in your normal equation, but when you owe money, that's going to be a negative. So that can change depending on this scenario, okay? So now that we know the B is negative 400, we're now looking for the M, okay? So in this case, they charge $40 per hour per student. So $40 an hour, that's our slope. That's our rate of change every hour, okay? But what we're really looking for now is, how many hours are they going to charge? If they have 15 students for each 1 hour per week, they go to all this trouble to just say that assume there are 4 weeks in a month. That's important because if they do 15 students in 1 week, okay, that means that's 15 hours total. In 2 weeks, all right, they would have a total of 30 hours, right? Because they would double that. And then 45 in 3 and 60 in 4 weeks. That's how many hours with the 15 students at 1 hour in 1 week, 30, 45, 60. So that 60 is going to go right in here because that's how many hours they're going to get in a month. So when they do the math, they get $2,400, a nice chunk of change. But they have to remember to erase or take away the $400 in rent of the office they're renting. So we're left with $2,000 in profit. And that is the answer to the question. So just a quick recap. Just because you see the word per all over this problem, you got to be careful. Read through the problem and determine what they're asking. This $40 an hour makes sense, all right? Because that's how much they're charging per hour, and they want to know how much profit they make in a month. So you got to take away the $400 that they charge up front in the beginning of the month, and then they have to make a certain amount of money. So that's how that problem's done.